Good evening, everyone.
Hello. Welcome to High Shelf Collective. Hopefully my audio is good. I've been messing with my mic a little bit, so if it's not good, I don't know, somebody tell me. Yeah, so hey, we're High Shelf Collective. We're going to be doing some red markets tonight, which is the game we like to do every Wednesday when we can. And yeah, we are obviously super busy. There's a bunch of stuff going on. I think the most exciting thing to talk about, like right out the gate, this Saturday, October 2nd, we're going to do a 12-hour stream. So surprise, we want your Saturday. We want all of it from from 12 to 12 Eastern or 11 to 11 Central, right? And then if you have some
9
other
to
time
9
zone,
Pacific.
there it is. There it is.
You
One
know,
of those time
just
zones.
give it to you.
Yeah, and if you're into one of those other places around the world, like help us out, do some math, because I got other announcements to talk about. So, anyways, 12-hour stream. We're gonna start off with a thing that we've been wanting to do since like we first started talking to ConSave, and that is a battle royale between the Midnight Runners and the ConSave crew. But it's not like team versus team; it's everybody for themselves because it's like freaking battle royale rules. Only one person gets to live, right? We got some people who think they got it. We'll see what happens.
Aren't you guys doing like randomized loot too? Like they gotta like running pick up their guns and
Yeah,
their armor and
there's
stuff?
gonna be
Yes,
some.
but
Yeah,
I start with rippers and
As
Vinton's
you
in the
can't
game.
take the cyber
so.
you can't take the cybernetics. That's a good point.
I wonder.
can't
Well,
take it.
what if it's like video game style? You have to run over the rippers and then are on.
You
I don't
gotta
know.
you
I don't
gotta
know how.
find a gotta find like a key to unlock it. You gotta
Oh,
find like
there
a
you go.
little
There you go.
data
There-
chip.
Hey,
Like,
AQ. Nah,
whatever.
nah.
What's up, AQ? Yeah, whatever Taylor comes up with, that's what we're gonna do. Oh, hey, a whole ass raid, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Love that. So yeah,
Yeah.
we have the battle royale happening. That's going to start us off at 11 Central. We're going to do a battle royale cyberpunk style between our two communities, our two groups. Something we've been wanting to do. This is the opportunity for us to do that. And then after that, we're going to do a one-shot adventure of Crash the System with the game creator, Gunmetal Draws. He's been in our Discord. He's a super awesome guy, super great, just Canadian dude. Very nice. And he made Crash the System, which is a hack of Lasers and Feelings, the one-page RPG. And I run that for him and a bunch of the other folks here, Jake, Mike Nighthawk, and Gavin. And we, got to crash the system. And it's a good one. It's a really good one. We had a lot of fun with it. And it's really cool having the game designer in your game. Like that's not something I've ever had before. I've played a game that was run by the designer, but I've never run the game for the designer. And there's moments where I'm like, as the GM, I'm like, this is my call, and to look over at him. All right, I think that was the right call because he's not giving me a weird look. And it worked out really well. It was so much fun, so much fun. So we
Rules are
pre-recorded
only
that.
2 pages long. I haven't seen that rule.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So we pre-recorded that. That's gonna be our second game on Saturday, and then our third game is gonna be Morkborg, run by Jake, and that one's gonna be a riot because Ethan's in it, Rich is in it. I don't even know how that's gonna go down. I just know that it's gonna be big and it's gonna be
bring
loud.
like 6 characters to the table and
Yeah, 'cause you're gonna need 'em
might
all.
need to make a couple more
Because Rich is in it,
couple-
and Rich's like,
Yeah.
oh, character death is like all cool in the gang. Because
Yeah.
when we go to play games at Gen Con, especially the charity games where you have to pay per character, we'll farm, we'll sow the fields with our dead, So like Rich knows how to TPK when he needs to. So I can't wait. Saturday's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna play so many games, and we're gonna get a lot of cool stuff done. Of course, we have some talks going on between these games. We're gonna have some live chats with our leaders and stuff like that for High Shelf Collective. So that's all happening on Saturday. We're super pumped for it. It's a big deal for us. And other stuff going on. Looking at, we have folks. We're so organized. We have a whole calendar now.
Do
I just
we
gotta
need
make
to
sure
have
that
the October talk?
I'm able
Is it
to.
October talk time?
Yeah, let's do October talk time. Ethan, can you talk to us a
Okay.
little bit about what's happening in October?
Okay, let me prepare myself with the okay. We got it. We're good. We're
Yeah,
there.
We got it.
Let's
We're
do-
good. Fair.
Oh, we've got some spooky fronts coming out of the west here. Going into the month of October. We got some one shots coming down the pipe. We've got some fun ones. Curious to see what we got. So we got another round of Kill Slash. If you guys didn't see the first one, Kill Slash, so like somebody plays as the killer, other people try to survive, and then like you can literally just die in the first 10 minutes. It's like a fun experience. It's like a horror movie. You make a horror movie together. Mass Effect's coming back on the 9th. Get ready for that. We've got one shot in particular where one of our members who has never seen Twilight except for the baseball scene is going to attempt to recreate the rest of the film, having only seen the baseball scene. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know it's going to be amazing. And that's the only thing I know. That's all I know. It's going to be amazing. We've got Scott, who you might remember from our as Zorn, right? Probably most prominently, and Maisley in our first few episodes of Blaze of the Dark. He's going to be running one of his Kickstarter games, Junction City. We got Trophy Dark coming back. And then we got some more Morkborg from Jake and some Alien RPG from David at the end of the month. So it's gonna be busy. Oh, and to top it all off, we got some 10 candles going up on Halloween. So if you know about 10 candles, you know it's a fun spooky experience. You can have that. Just have that on your Halloween Sunday. But that's got all that and more. The Return of Brindlewood Bay. I forgot about that. We got a Halloween mystery coming up with Brindlewood Bay. It's going to be excellent. We're going to be old grannies solving a spooky mystery.
We're ready for the spookiest of mysteries in Brindlewood Bay. So
I mean, we have like a trained CIA assassin, CIA MI6, one of the two.
we don't know yet.
Probably
Maybe some other organization that spans countries. I work for Zele or like
We'll find out.
One of those other Evangelion organizations.
We'll find out when it's narratively convenient. That would be awesome if she's Evangelion. She's like an old pilot.
And then there's just poor old Opal.
Yep.
Just Opal, just living her best retirement life.
Yeah,
we all are, but there's this one that has special talents.
But yeah, that's October. It's gonna be fun, and then probably gonna have a little bit of a break there going into the new year, November, December. But we'll bring it back full force beginning of the year.
Yeah, we have stuff. We're gonna be doing
Stuff.
Yeah,
Got stuff.
Yeah,
But
it'll be
yeah.
real good. I love this background. I had no idea you guys were gonna pull this one off. That's phenomenal, dude.
I
Back
forgot.
to you, Mike.
I forgot, and I wasn't prepared.
So yeah, Mike.
Not prepared.
We're back in the land of the lost. I think. I mean, I got no more announcements. So get us into the world of red markets.
Buy merch at the merch store. Links below, probably.
Yes.
They'll be in chat sometime.
If they're not, they will be.
Or pop by the Discord and you can find them there. So, wait. Red Markets, it's a book. It's nice. You should go pick up a copy for yourself. It's available in print. It's available in PDF. You know, wherever fine game PDFs or books are sold. There's also the elevation module we've been using. Mostly available in PDF, also available in print off drive-through. So Red Markets is a game where capitalism kept on going. The environment went to hell. Everything kept continuing to be bad. And then 5 years ago, the zombie apocalypse came. And now we are still out here on the wrong side of the river that the entire U.S. government retreated behind. We've been tasked with going out to find a working rail line between St. Louis and your home in the Enclave of Elevation in Oklahoma. Hey, Kelly. Last time, found out that the rail line that we came in on was burnt. There was a bridge on it. That was not going to be something you could repair. But you did find the grain elevators that you were out here to look for. And then we retired to spend an evening in the Enclave of Eat-Rite. Ta-da! Certainly not based on a now sadly defunct real-world diner. So yes, when we left off, we were all hanging out there. You had eaten, had your slingers, had your gooey butter cake. We did talk in Discord. If people do want to spend, so spending time in this enclave, people can have their refresh back. We'll reset everybody to their base will, so everybody has will again. And if you want to pay upkeep on electronics, UBIC specs in that tablet that you guys found, stuff like that, to charge them, we can.
Who's keeping a hold of the tablet? Who's going to be using and monitoring that? Casey, you were talking about needing a communication device.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's paying for this upkeep?
You know what? I'll go ahead.
That's the more so the question. Yeah.
I'll take that hit because I need it. So I'll take that. I'll need to put that in. Well, how many charges you get on the tablet?
It's probably 10, I assume.
It has 10. Yeah, when you charge it, it will have 10 charges. By default, it is hungry, so every time you use it, it will cost 2.
And if
So
you
you
start to buy apps
pay
for
to
it,
get up there for it. Yeah.
if you start to buy apps for your tablet, then you will lose 1 charge per app. As you do, I guess.
Filling up
it's-
space, taking more battery.
You know what it is? All those background tasks going.
You gotta take it to
You
the
gotta turn
UBIC
that
store,
Yep.
and then they'll hit the little crashing apps
Yeah.
thing, and it just solves the problem. They got a little box.
Mm-hmm.
Little
Yeah.
Solve your phone box.
They put it in a box. You don't get to see what's going on inside, and then they take it back out of the box and they hand it back to you, and they tell you it's working.
Gotcha. Okay, got it in there.
Sweet.
How many charges did we use?
It was empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It
empty.
was drained dry.
So
So
how
if-
much?
Well, you're just going to pay the normal upkeep on it, which is
Which
what is it?
3.
3.
3.
Don't got 3 because I bought I bought 4 pound cakes.
There it is. So I guess you got
Hey.
nothing.
Hey, they're gooey butter cakes, not pound cakes.
Well, I gotta go make friends.
Well, they're cakes that
Um,
will put pounds on you. They're pounds cakes.
If you're diabetic, it would be like having a brick pound you in the head, right? It's pretty solid.
I think it would be a good idea to fully charge that thing, and I can kick in a bounty for it.
Okay, Richard will get you back when we get back to the Enclave.
Okay. I'd just like to use it once in a while, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry, I just saw our post about this with the cereal box
Oh.
on the internets.
Yes.
Is it a thing? Did it actually go out?
It did. Twitter did a weird crop, but it did go out.
I thought they were
Gotcha.
supposed to be getting rid of the crop. They had this whole big thing that's like, oh man, we're done with the crop. All your images look great now on Twitter, and then they just
No.
did it.
No, I've
Just
never
did
seen
it.
an uncropped image.
Hey,
You can click on them and
it's
see an uncropped, but it's always
the point is still there. Like
it is. There's a mystery. There's a mystery. You click and you see
Mhm.
the full reveal. I get it. I
You
get it.
gotta
yes.
get the engage. You gotta get the clicking, the tapping of the image. I don't even know if Twitter tracks that, but you gotta.
Who
I'm sure
knows?
they do.
Who knows? So yeah, I think Mr. Longbow is going to remain in this like corner seat until somebody tells him it's time to move. And
Well,
try very
Casey
hard
was
to
gonna do a
so.
thing.
Yeah, I'm just saying that like Longbow is stationary and not doing anything.
okay.
Like he is
Oh, mine's
he's
not cropped.
sitting
It's
down. and nothing.
uncropped on my phone.
So yeah, Rigid has requested those cakes, and when we ended, I was halfway across the street walking over to that tent.
Yeah. So yeah, there is a tent there that it's fairly large. It's probably like an army tent that's been patched and or layered with cut up like the heavy vinyl advertising banner type things.
Mhm.
That are all in various shades of blues, mostly with some reds. There are some chopped up bits of text, but as we did point out last time, the only discernible piece of text on any of it is there's one point where it says hashtag COYGH. But if you head over that way, there is a tweenish young tween, like young teens, tween, whatever they call them, blonde girl there who is sitting there, while there is another woman who is like, she's kind of on her knees digging through some, like a big bag,
Mhm.
looking for stuff, facing the tent. She's like, you're approaching her from behind.
Hello.
And I think the blonde girl will like bump the woman just like digging through the bag in a second. She'll be like, oh, be right with you. Just where did it go? And the little girl will probably like tense up a little bit at being approached. And I think as this other woman like kind of like straightens up and stands up, she's got hair that's pulled back into a real tight bun. It's like medium blonde. Her clothes are in fairly good repair. And she will turn around and face you, and like she'll be like, "Yeah, what's you? Oh fuck! What happened to your face? Are you okay?"
Oh, Bridget, for the first time, like it registers like, oh shit, yeah. Yeah, I'm
I mean,
fine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Sorry. like,
It's all right. You know, the life of a taker. We have some close shaves here and there. Got really lucky on this one. So, but there was a big dude that came in, and I brought these cakes because me and my associate, because of this, was a little uppity, and his tone sounded a little combative. And I'm coming on the behalf of my group to apologize because we're gonna be here for at least a day, and we don't want any problems.
oh yeah, okay. Phoebe, go get Roy. And the blonde girl kind of like gets up and she goes into the tent. But the woman outside will be like, "Oh, you're takers, or you're here on a job, or are you trying to pick up? Like, you're trying to what brings you here?"
There's a long look on Richard's face, and he's like, "Well, to be honest, um, me and my taker crew's got family, and we're trying to get back over the wall. And frankly, we're just scouting it out to see if there's an easy way to slip through the cracks, if you know what I mean. So we decided to
Okay.
take a risk and come up here."
Yeah, no, we hear a lot of people who like, and she does have like a distinct English accent, which I am never going to get right. So, yeah, yeah.
Richard's gonna be like, "You ask me what I'm doing here. You sure don't sound like you even belong on this continent. How'd you get trapped all the way out here?"
Um, I think the dude will come out from inside at the same time, and he also had a pretty heavy accent. Um, like wrong place, wrong time.
Is that the guy or the girl?
Yeah, that's the guy.
It'd be,
There are pictures of both of them in the Discord channel.
go to the Discord channel, stupid computer.
But yeah, he'll say, wrong place, wrong time, and he's wearing like like a two-tone blue track jacket with some like red piping and a patch on the chest.
What's the patch?
It has a picture of a dog, and underneath it says AFC Richmond.
I should know what that is right now. And it's anyway, Regis sees that and he's like going through his mind his sport teams if he recognizes it, and he'd be like, "Hey, my friend and I, we're sorry. As you can see, we came through a rough spot getting out here, and we're a little uppity, and I don't want no problems. And you looked important, so don't want to shake up anybody or have a bad day. So I went ahead and got you these, and I show him the cakes."
We're like, "Oh, right. Well, I appreciate that. So wasn't trying to start any trouble in there. That's fucking sure." Take the cakes.
You play football?
Yes. Used to.
Okay. We call it soccer, obviously, and I feel like we're wrong. But you know, we have the American version of
I
football,
do
but
too.
neither
But that's neither here nor there.
you're there, right? Well, so I was wondering how long you've been here, because you seem like you're a person that might know something.
We got stuck here when the whisper happened. So we've been around this area for about 5 years now.
Interesting. Real quick,
You guys operate as a crew. We've been operating as a crew. We're actually
Oh, so
expecting a
you're-
couple more people to get back soon.
oh, you're all Taker group also?
Yeah.
Which way you heading?
The woman will probably pop up and say, like, we mostly operate here. Frankly, we try to shepherd some of the people who try to make it out of the recession to here as a waypoint, and then help them get on the road to somewhere else that's going to be safe for them. So
Gotcha.
they're reverse border crossing. Yeah, like
So they're taking
they're helping
for
people
player-
sneak out. Yeah,
sneak out of the wall.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, if you had, and you'll point like the way they came, just be careful. We tried to get a lot of them, but I don't know if we got all of them. But there was at least like a couple vectors that we ran into them. Going, and he points back that way, like where we came from. You know, y'all seem like nice folk, so I don't want y'all to get caught up on anything.
I think they won't. They certainly won't grasp the distance involved in what you're saying, because like it was a fair distance away.
Oh, I
But
didn't know
you're
that.
kind of like
Oh.
pointing out in that direction, and for a second it'll be like, were you the ones setting off explosives in the distance that day?
Well, you know, we were tired. We didn't know that they had active mines. Like a what is it, DSG?
EHQS, yes.
DHQS. I was like, we didn't know there was an active minefield, them bastards. And so yeah, we ran across it and ran for our lives, pretty much. One of the many reasons why my associate over there was a little uppity.
See, that would make you a little fucking tense after all. Yeah.
Right.
I thought it was freelance getting themselves into trouble. Look around, like, haven't heard
Who's
from them in a few days. They're another crew. Most
So-
operate out of here.
I'll tell your friend. I told your friend already. I'll tell you. You know, me and my people, we got family further back, way back in another state. And we were sent this way to try to find holes in the wall to get people, well, in. And do a little recon, try to figure out like who's the players in this area, who do we need to talk to. Think y'all might be able to help me out in that?
I think you'll say that holes in the wall are few and far between and hard to come by. And if you want to know too much about them, it's very, very expensive.
I figured that much. But if I had the bounty, you would know, or somebody would know.
We would probably have some ideas, and we would be able to find other people who have better, more specific ideas if needed. Yeah.
And what was your name again, sir?
Roy.
Roy. Rigid. He puts out his hand.
So shake your hand.
So who's what outside of the obvious casualties, any dangerous groups that we should be aware of, who not to cross, who's okay to talk to, that kind of thing?
I think he'll say that here in Eat-Rite, most people are relatively okay. They've either been vetted over time or been removed. The whoever runs Eat-Rite still has like a solid moral compass, more or less. But this is one of the key points where you would be able to cross, and the other side of the river is like literally the headquarters of the DHQS. They're in like the East St. Louis area on the Illinois side. So
Now-
there's a lot of people who come here because they think they can get in. There's a lot of people who come here because they're trying to get out. And there's a lot of nutcases who come through here because they think they have something to prove. And on top of it all, it's a city, and the casualties just cluster.
Right. Okay. Be quick, be careful. All right. Now, Mike, as a player, because I'm trying to remember, is this the spot that we were trying? Is this the spot that our boss wants us to sell to, or are we looking for?
You're not sure who he's trying to like hook up with for commerce reasons. You were just supposed to be scouting out that there was a grain elevator that was accessible.
And this is it, right? This would be one of them.
It was nearby here, and then that's when you saw the signs that led you to this enclave.
Okay. All right, then. Enough said. He's like, all right, interesting. All right, well, and you said Roy, right? I'm gonna get back to my colleagues again. I apologize for us coming hostile like that. We were just a little tired. We're gonna get some sleep and probably do some scouting. You've been very helpful.
And then I think like as you're starting to get ready to leave, like the smaller woman who's there, like, oh, here, take this, and she has like this like business card size cutout piece of paper that says Greyhounds, and then it has two screen names on it. One is Keely, and the other is Every Effing Where.
Is that the chant out of character? Is that the Richmond dot? Okay,
That's there's a whole like he's here, he's there, he's every fucking where. I can't. Yeah.
I love that. And he looks at it, he's like, I like this. Is this y'all's calling card?
It's like if you need to get in touch, that's the way you can reach us. Yeah.
He pulls out a very tattered leather wallet with like old business cards. And he pulls out a similar thing. Is it an overreach to say that I had made cards for the incidentals?
Whether they're specifically for the incidentals or if there's something that like you have and repurposed, like
okay, yeah, I
there's still
repurposed
a way
it.
to,
Yeah.
Like
So you
There's
see the
stickers.
scratch. Well, no, you see he has his old weed business card, and you see it scratched out, and underneath it written is the incidental. And he's like, if you need to get a hold of me, and it
one
has
side
his,
is like rigid industries dispensaries, and just like other side. It's like
yeah, other side,
Yeah.
yeah, with my information, like my Ubix stuff. If you ever need to get a hold of me and my Taker crew.
Keep this on hand.
All right.
Thanks for the cake.
Hey, no problem. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah.
And I'll head back to the group. You see, all of a sudden when he comes back in, the jovial, rigid, he goes flat face. He's like, whew. All right, well, they seem cool. Seem another Taker group. They do a lot of work, ironically. They help people get out of the city. The nutcases that want to come back out here.
There's lots of people that are bait, right?
All right.
I mean,
But
y'all heard about free parking. I I can maybe see why.
Yeah.
He touches
Um,
his face and he's like,
Did you smooth things over with the guy?
yeah, yeah. I explained that we've been under a lot of stress and that you're protective of us. So he seemed all cool about it, especially after he didn't have to pay for the cakes.
Cool. Thanks.
The thing, hey, no problem, man. The thing that I find interesting is that if there's ways to get in or out, that means there's obviously ways to get in. So maybe this trip wasn't for nothing after all.
Oh yeah. Could be where we step in, huh?
Yep.
Well, I don't think that St. Louis is a great crossing point. DHQS is right across the river. This is where probably people are most likely to try and cross.
Probably also the best place to slide somebody a fistful of bounty to let you in.
Fair.
Also, they said that they might know people who know better ways to get across than they do. They're the exit, but they might know people who are the entry.
Oh. Okay.
Hmm.
Wait, are you saying the guy pissed off was a taker?
Yeah, the whole crew is. They got a whole people over there. They're takers. They do a lot of work around here. They don't venture out far from what I got from them. But
All
they
right.
cool. And he shows the business card. Like, even got a business card from them.
Oh, that's fancy. Cool. Good.
We trade. Yeah. Looks like we have an ally. We traded information. So.
Good stuff. Love it.
Oh, I'm tired.
I think we all are.
Yeah. Hey, did you get a sense from them at all if this is like one of those enclaves that's gonna mess with people?
Nah, no, this place is pretty. People who they have a very fuck around and find out vibe here. So keep the peace or get out.
All right.
So I think we'll be okay here for the night.
Yeah, man, because I've heard stories of people bedding down at a new enclave and then they wake up outside of the enclave. All their stuff is.
Wow.
So just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, no, it seems like this fine establishment. The guy who owns it is the boss.
All right.
So, is a lady there? The person who makes the food and stuff, or whoever runs it.
Yeah, she's inside.
But excuse me, ma'am. What's a place for me and my cohorts to bed down for the night? Like, where do y'all let us sleep?
She will point you around to a space that's like behind where the diner is, where it's there's the diner, there's a small parking lot around it, and then there's like a space that's like past that where like it's not like you don't have to sleep on the concrete, right?
Mm.
Like so it's like, yeah, back there by the fence, you should be good.
Cool. Well, I don't know about y'all. I'm gonna go lay down.
It's probably smart for us to bed down.
You're gonna
Start
be
walking again.
yeah. You just see him kind of just like
I'm gonna go
Hopefully
find a
we-
place to plug in some of my stuff and then.
no. Bridget gets out of his bag. He's like, "Do you mind plugging this up?" And
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
I'll take care of that.
don't stay up too late. We need you
No.
sharp out there.
No. Yeah. I need to. Take a bit of a walk. Just really just doing a little patrol, really, just to make myself feel better, and then I'll join you guys.
You want
You
some
want me-
company?
Not right now, if that's okay. Just I want to think about some stuff.
Totally okay.
Cool. Yeah, let's pick that spot, and then I know where I'm walking back to.
Thank you for the food, ma'am.
Thank you.
Well, welcome. I think like there probably is like the charging station inside there. Like they have like some little solar panels on the roof that powers some of her gear. They'll let you charge up in there with like if you pay for the refresh.
That's awesome. Yeah, so it's like you toss in some bounty, and the little like charge-o-matic turns on, and one of the
Yeah.
cables lights up, and you're like, all right, I guess I get to charge something.
Like popping the quarters into the vacuum at the cars,
Yep.
gas station. It's like, all right, give 5 minutes up.
Yeah.
But no, what I see is that they reappropriated it, like something from the DMV that scans your license, the back part of your license, and that's how you get. It's like, oh, okay, this is bounty.
Yep. I'm going to spend out of the bounty bank. Is that all right, Mike? It was that they can do the crypto.
Yeah.
Okay, crypto transfer. Cool. Because I don't have any more physical on me right now. It's all I have left is crypto. In case it comes up later, narratively, mark it.
I love that sticker, Mike.
well
Where
played.
did
Yeah, I
you
don't
get
know
it?
what you're talking about. That's
Well placed sticker.
just take a nice
Well
long
placed.
drink something.
I need to get me one of those. It's just
Mhm.
it's just bare bottom down there. That's not good. We gotta get it. We gotta get stickers on all of our stuff. Look at those stickers.
I got to get rid of the sponsors here and put an actual sponsor on here.
Here it is.
A stencil on a
That-
huge Legend Keeper logo.
I was about to say,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little note to a lot of our would-be sponsors. We will NASCAR up all of our cups if we need to.
Yes.
All right?
Look,
I got this
I'll
one.
do.
I got this
I'll
one
do
in
y'all
NASCAR.
one better. Dear future sponsors, I have a 20-foot wall that rolls down the highway.
There you go.
I will put it. I will 100% be Ricky Bobby.
We'll do it.
Wonder,
We'll do it.
Wonder
We'll
Bread.
Ricky, we'll-
Wonder Bread it.
Yes, Ricky Bobby, the whole thing.
I will do it.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. So, we pick some spot, some shelter.
Yeah.
Yep. Just find a nice quiet little spot.
Mhm.
Is it like grass? Like, do they have like a grass spot? So it's not like
It's-
concrete, or is it?
It's off the concrete. I think the grass is probably all crisped up and died by now.
Well-
Just with the
Could-
way climate change goes here. Yeah.
Is there any shot at like a roof, or is it only open air camping for us?
The only real like established roof here would be like on top of the diner itself. Like everything else is like
Probably
tents
wouldn't want
kind of
you to-
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, never mind.
Yeah.
All you guys
Uh,
see as soon as we get bedded down is Rigid takes his like part of his backpack and just puts it over his face. He's
Mhm.
like, I'm out and gone.
I'm sure we got like
Nice.
tents and stuff. Is that
I'm
or
sure,
is that?
like-
Do you have to have
Okay.
that on the gear list? Our
I
camping kit.
I'm pretty sure there is a tent.
Oh, okay.
There's a tent.
tent is
Okay, never
probably a
mind.
tent. Something that you can bed down with is probably something that you have.
Bedroll.
Right? Like
We
Yeah.
got our,
Yeah.
got our explorers pack with our
We-
bedroll
we
and
got
our
our-
50 feet of rope,
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
got egg crate foam that we
You could take with
1,000
us
ball
everywhere.
bearings.
yeah.
All
bag
that
of
random.
fine sand. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good D&D stuff.
I think, as we're all getting settled or whatever, like Bertha kicks off her shoes and starts stretching, like something that she doesn't like go as hardcore as she probably is right now, but just taking the moment to like get a good stretch, like splits, like hamstring, like really just because they're in a place where they don't have to like be moving in like a minute just in case. So she's taking the time to take care of herself.
Self-care legend.
Got a little ball that she carries around, rolls it out.
Like the lacrosse ball, so you can like roll on top of your shoulder blade with it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
like this.
Good times.
Mm-hmm.
Her bedroll is actually around a foam roller. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. Does she get up to anything else here before she's like settling in, or?
I think she has something to say when Longbow gets back. Not because she's just because I think the timing needs to happen when Longbow gets back.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know Longbow wants to wander around. Did Deacon have anything else that he was trying to?
Deacon's got a harmonica. That seems appropriate, right? Like I'm thinking it and
Mhm.
it fits. And he's just
It does.
playing
Yeah,
like
feels right.
he's playing like gospel songs on a harmonica, but like pretty quiet. You know, he doesn't want to disturb anybody.
People
He's
have
got
opinions about
practice.
harmonicas.
People have strong opinions about harmonicas typically, so he's gonna keep it quiet. But he's just gonna practice. Play
think
some gospel songs.
Yeah, if you're playing ones that like otherwise have lyrics, like there's probably a point where like you're there and then there's one of the fences that divides like this area with like the area where like the Latents hang out. And there's like a Latent on the other side who starts like singing along with the lyrics to part of it.
What
So
a
he's,
wholesome moment of humanity. But
and I
yeah,
think
he'd
whenever
do
you
that
wrap
for a
up, he'll be like, all right, amen, good job.
while.
little bonding there between groups. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, what does happen with Longbow here? What does he get up to?
Yeah, I think Longbow like walks the fence. You know, and I'm sure that Longbow tells himself he's got to check the security, right? I'm gonna go look for gaps. He doesn't. He just meanders, you know. And I don't think that it's gonna be any like big thing. It's just he takes some time to kind of wander a little bit. He probably has a little bit of a conversation with himself about his old partner, you know, and is just trying to talk to himself about what he saw, what he thinks he saw across the bridge there, and just takes a minute for himself to be like, that wasn't real. Was it just trick of the light or something? You know, kind of thing is where he's at. And that's it. That's all I wanted was for him to go and do that. So he's gonna walk their perimeter once and then realize he hasn't really examined it and just go to camp. Just be like, this is it. That's all I got.
I think as you're walking back, you'll probably get a text that pops up.
Okay.
And it's that thanks for pointing out that stash that helps cover the cost of having somebody come through and give you that assignment.
Yeah, well, he's probably respond back. It's like, wouldn't want you to, or I guess he said, I guess I'm glad you were made whole on that one. At least somebody was, and it wasn't wasted. Everybody okay?
I'm not sure how they'll phrase it, but like whoever it was that was running that drone, like that wasn't them. They hired them.
Got it.
That was like, it was a local contract and they seemed satisfied with how it shook out. So
Sure. Cool.
just lucky you were in the right neighborhood.
Yeah, well, if somebody wants to make a payday, they got the patience for it. Gather a lot of resources in one spot. So I guess that's good. Thanks for coming through for us.
He's got to take care of you. Come on.
Huh? What do you say, Mike?
It is definitely. I'm always here to take care of my best guy. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Keep it in there, buddy.
I'm gonna send him back like one of those gifs of like the guy like with his arms crossed, like doing one of these. I don't believe you, but okay. I think we sign off on with emojis and gifs, so that's probably it.
That conversation kind of closes. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, Longbow walks back up to camp.
So as like the three of us are like bedding down now that Longbow's back, Richard's like already asleep. I had this planned before that scene. Just want to put that out there.
Sure.
Martha just kind of like stops and tilts her head and is like, I just thought goddamn, we were lucky that drone was out there, huh? Don't know how they were keeping track of us, but I mean, damn, we were just so lucky. She kind of just smiles about it, like something, it's something to be thankful for. Like,
So I have a little confession to make on the drone bit.
oh,
Yeah.
right.
When that was going down, I used my Ubix to make a deal, and Deacon, I'm sorry about this, man. But when we drove over that bounty, I saw all those vectors starting to chase us between us and that bounty. I kind of wrote it off then, and I leveraged that as payment for the drone. So anyways, yeah, luck wasn't all there. I did.
No, that's smart. Like, we were in a spot, and I think that's perfectly fine. I mean, good thinking,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Look, man, it ain't bounty earned until it's in your backpack, so that ain't nothing.
That's fair. I hear you. I appreciate that. Things were going so fast, I didn't talk to anybody about it.
If we're in that much trouble like we were, I think it's a fine.
Okay. All right.
I
I
mean-
appreciate that. I do need to talk to Bridget about it because, he may have had other ideas, but
No,
He's
I
got
get-
right now a good night's sleep.
yeah. I mean, honestly, he may not care much given how close he skated past. So
He
Yeah.
might care when we're back in elevation, but I don't think he's gonna care till then.
let's just play it safe going forward, right? Like,
yeah. That was an ambitious move. I feel bad about that because that was not a well thought out plan.
hey, you have to take risks sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah. No, when I
And-
was thinking about it, so I was on my little walk. I was kind of thinking about that decision, because it cost us rigid and maybe a little more. I think the better answer is I just feel so dumb thinking about it now that it doesn't matter anymore. But I kind of think that if we had just followed those latents and that vector with all that bounty, we could have dealt with one group instead of two. But I admit that my own kind of hatred for the meat honestly got the better of me there, and I wanted them dead real bad. And so I do want to talk about that and just say that, my stuff between me and the meat, I'm going to try not and let that get in the way of us again. Because I really did. I think I encouraged us to go after more than we could really chew. And part of that was just because I fucking hate those guys so much. But I'll reel it in. I promise you.
They hurt you real bad, huh?
Yeah, they hurt a lot of people. And I've seen them do it. And we've seen them do it. I mean, they're just terrible through and through.
I remember what Wild Wet Willie's Wonderland or whatever it was.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
I was in one of those shows once, something like that. You know, when everything started going south, I was real lucky to get out. So yeah, it's not good.
I understand. I mean, we all have that something, right? That really grinds our gears to a point. Um, does anyone else?
I got auto modded for trying to say the name of Wet Willie's
I'm
Wild
so
West Water
sorry
Park.
to like burst out in laughing, but I saw it in my
I was,
peripheral.
yeah, when I saw Wet Willie marked out, I was like, well, I guess.
No, it was a big risk, especially since we knew what the meek would probably we're going to do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that's true. I guess we did. We risked a lot. We prevented those guys from doing whatever awful thing they were gonna do. So that's good, I guess.
Yeah. We're all still here. And we'll make it through. Right?
Yeah.
Every step from here on out is a step towards home. So
Right.
there you go. That's better. And I think we saved that Amtrak line for our way back, so it'd probably be a little pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, we should get some sleep. It's gonna be a long couple of days.
Yeah.
Man, that truck is gonna be more than a couple of days, but I hear
Well,
you. Couple of weeks.
That cake is sitting kind of hard now. It's been a long time since I've had that much sugar, so I'm
mhm.
gonna
Don't go towards the light. You're gonna want to. You're gonna see it. Don't do it.
I'm not
Cake
dying
will put you
tonight.
under.
Okay.
Cake will it'll put you under, son. You
In
gotta-
time, right? I mean, this is not an overnight thing.
You only had one, right? You had one.
You don't get diabetes overnight and die. I know at least that much.
You get enough of them cakes in you, and you will.
All right, fine.
I promise. I could taste the granulated sugar. I could feel it.
No, yeah, that was the best part. That was the whole reason that they exist.
Kill a man.
All right. Well, message
guys.
received.
I'm glad to be out here with you. I feel safe with all three of you.
Good. And likewise, you're a hell of a shot out there and saved our bacon a couple of times. So that's a mutual two-way street right there.
Yeah.
Four-way stop.
Four-way stop. A lot of this metaphor is getting a little outside of my comfort zone, but yes. I don't know city planning quite so well as some of the other folk, I guess.
Well, you know, like when the red light will go out, and then everybody kind of have to try to figure out how to make that work. He was real bad at that, but you know, we're getting pretty good at it, I think.
We're getting better. We're not all waving each other forward now. We're like, all right.
I think it's really a regional difficulty there. Just depends how polite folks are.
That's fair.
Good night, guys.
Night.
Fade to black with stars over the Eat-Rite diner, the top of the Purina building in the distance. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, a quiet night. That morning rolls back around. Warm. It's actually it's pretty warm when you wake up. Like even early on in the morning, it is warm out here. But yeah, sun comes up here in elevation. People start getting up, moving around. can smell them start cooking in the diner. There you go.
I would.
Maybe
I think Rigid would be the first one up, and he's looking for like whatever passes as clean as it can be, shirt so he can cover his lower face,
okay.
like as a makeshift handkerchief.
Cool.
And he's going through like he's gonna be up probably right when the birds start chirping, so whatever time in the morning that is, and just start going through his stuff, double checking, and he's gonna want to look at the tablet to see if Jed Jones has contacted him back.
I don't think he has.
Okay. And then he'll just quietly sit and wait for the rest of his team to wake up. Wait for the rest of them to wake up.
Hey, I think Casey, we're hearing your mic whenever you're, I don't know, breathing or something. Yeah.
Is
yeah,
that
well,
better?
Yeah. I was like at the very end there, I can hear a little bit of it. It's okay. It's okay. It's just I heard it a couple of times. I think Longbow gets up and probably wants to go for like one more walk before getting out.
Want somebody to join you?
No, if it's all right, this will be my last one before we get going. I just want to kind of center myself a little bit. You know, we've got a lot to work through here.
Gotcha, boss.
It's the other way around on that one, but yeah.
What was that, David?
Oh, it's the other way around on that one, but yeah. I know I got some stuff to talk to you about when we get back. I kind of talked to the others about it a little bit, but I need to square up with you on some of the stuff that went down around that drone and everything.
Copy that. I'll be sitting there waiting.
Okay. And yeah, same thing. Longbow does a little walk and maybe takes a little more time this time, but otherwise, tries to just tries to talk to himself and then gets back with the group.
I think as you're out walking around, there's some people who come in through the gate, and it is two more guys in those like multicolored blue track jackets with the red piping. One is sort of a smaller white guy with like his hair is like shaved real short on the sides, and the other is a black guy. And they have like three other people with them who look kind of the worse for wear. Their clothes aren't real great. They're looking a little dirty, like they got messed up on whatever happened to getting a hair. And I think you see the smaller white guy kind of stepping out, sort of like stepping. It's like, all right, we got you here, safe. For your own safety, you don't tell anybody your names anymore. Whatever names you had before, they're gone. Come on, you're Riley, you're Jonesy, and you're Bug. Remember that. Those are your handles from now on. And he will send them with like the tween, the younger blonde girl who was there. And he'll like, Phoebe, get him something to eat and get him in touch with the places that they're headed to. And they go off into the diner.
That's the whole pep talk right there.
You made a stupid decision. Welcome.
Man, desperation makes people do weird things.
Yeah. Mike.
Yes.
Is there a place where a lady could take a shower here?
Yeah, sure.
Great. I would love to do that and put on clean clothes. That would be great for Mirtha.
Or at least not the clothes that you've been wearing, but the ones that have been in your bag for the last week of travel. All right, that's
Yeah.
Hey, I pack extra clothes knowing what's going to happen. So, blight is a problem when you also get up close and personal.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. He's like, I'm a fighter, so extra everything.
yeah. Yeah. So there's some clean clothes in there for sure. She's
Deacon's
just
got about 3 black shirts. And 1 jacket.
we just wash it carefully when
Couple of them collars. Little, just
Yeah.
a couple of them.
Longbow's got his big poncho, his big like plastic poncho that he can hose down. It's his.
I think Martha gets back to the group happy as a clam.
Yeah.
big
She's just-
non-porous thing to just hide yourself under.
Yep. It's like, oh, blight. Just Gallagher style. Just gotta cover myself up real
You
quick.
just gotta keep going back to the G-man every time. Oh, that's
He just
Gallagher. What a cultural icon. His impact.
yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple impacts per show, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It's like his whole thing. Impact comedy.
Yep.
I think when she gets back to like the group, she's just happy. She was almost skipping, but not because she's an adult and take her. But she does just do like a happy little pirouette because she's clean.
Oh, look at the bell dressed up for the ball.
They have showers here, guys. Showers. And fresh clothes. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day, guys.
Good. I'm glad. Let's get out of here.
Earning daylight.
Get as far away from this new blood as we can. Yeah.
All right.
No. Yeah.
What was that? You want to go and help them?
No.
Okay.
I just why
Yeah.
people do things and weird things under pressure, I guess.
I don't know. I know we're no good for him.
We cause too much trouble.
That you're right about that.
So
But grass is always greener, that kind of thing, When we
I
think that
guess.
the recession's way better, they probably think the loss is better, depending on where they was at, kind of deal. That's one of them things.
Look, whatever hell was over that wall is a lot better than this. And he pulls his shirt down. He's like, then running into stuff like this.
Martha squints at you for a sec. Yeah, let's get going, guys. And picks up her bag and starts. Yeah, getting ready to go.
hey, Deacon, are you okay on your neck? I neglected
Oh.
to apologize for shooting you in the heat of everything going on. So I think I should also apologize for that.
Through and through.
Yeah,
Through.
I know.
Not so good. Not so good for the truck, but it's better
It's
than
true.
having a piece of lead stuck in my shoulder. So I got to thank you for that. That was a good shot. And a couple inches one way or another, that could have been pretty bad. But
Well, all right.
nice.
It sounds like you're taking it in stride. That's very, very good of you. I appreciate that.
Change my bandage. We're good to go.
Good.
We'll get it looked at when we get back to elevation.
All right. Good.
Got some. I don't know. We probably wouldn't have rubbing alcohol, just knowing how things go in
Yeah,
emergency situations.
that's been
but
gone for like 4 years.
Probably got some grain alcohol that we found somewhere. That's what you just pour it on there every now and again, and rub it in.
You start to
I mean-
stagger around a little bit afterwards, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
Helps with the pain.
Distracts you. Yeah.
Look, no, Meemaw used to make this stuff. We had us the government got us in the 20s and blew up our still, but and that best thing about him, you can just build another one. So I mean,
I thought that was illegal.
if they find you.
Oh.
But when you got 100 acres of densely forested land, them G-men don't want to go out there is the thing. So
For legal purposes, it was a joke.
for legal purposes, that's a joke.
Where are you from again, Pastor?
I'm from down Louisiana way.
Oh yeah, no, them boys ain't going in that swamp. Too many incidences happen
Mm.
out there. in
I
the
mean, we
swamp.
got gators, we got bears,
I'm kind
There's
of thinking like,
bears in
man,
Louisiana.
coyotes.
Black bears.
That there's a state mammal you're talking about, the Louisiana black bear. Yes.
I didn't know. I'm
Mammal.
sorry.
It was a state mammal back when there was a state.
Right. Well, yeah. Now it's just probably. I mean, it's probably underwater at this point.
Oh wow.
I mean,
You
it's
know that-
is halfway when before the apocalypse began.
Man, y'all know them cages be all right.
Oh, they
We
just
don't,
built-
we
they
don't
just
need to
added
shore
a-
up the levees around New Orleans. That's the
They just added. They just
climate
added
change
on to
is
their
nothing.
stilts.
Yeah.
Just added onto their stilts.
Yeah, they
Yes,
just
they
added
would.
a second set on top of their house and built a new house on top. Now
Probably.
them levees are probably about 70 feet tall by now. Probably pretty
Well,
safe when you think about it.
Well, there's a lot of waste and stuff down there now, right?
There's all kinds of great stuff floating in the Gulf. Yeah.
Just 15 billion oil spills every 3 years. But no, we love BP. Good.
Is
Wow.
that the preacher or Ethan speaking?
It's all of it's
It's
all
all
of
of it. They're fully formed into one being. at
we
this
are
point.
become one. The bear gator pig.
Join us next time when we talk about bleed in RPGs, where
You
Ethan
just-
has
no,
become
that's
his
just-
character.
That's just called using what you know, right?
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right.
Is this a
Uh,
good place to break, Mike?
Yes, this would be a good place to break. We can come back and do a leg. Oh, we
Hey.
can start cutting into the 10 to get home.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
On the road again.
It's all legs.
That's
All
that's Deacon for like the next hour.
Oh god.
Just
Oh.
Willie like quiet, but he doesn't know the whole song, so it's just like
Of
that
course
one
does,
line.
because we can't
That
get
one
it all.
line about that one line about every 5 minutes.
He only knows the hooks for all of the Willie Nelson songs. That's all he
Mhm.
knows.
Yep.
Can't wait.
It's good.
Yeah, then we'll be back in about 10. It'll
Yep.
just be good. Try.
Yeah.
Come close usually. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, let's do it.
Mhm.
Got that.
Cool. All right. Everybody will see everybody then. Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah, so I reload and I fire again.
Okay.
Oh wait,
cool.
no.
And then everybody, it splatters across everyone and gets infection checks all around.
Yeah.
Is this a new like overlay thing? It's got purple.
Ooh,
I've got a couple different
Dude.
ones. Well, we could.
Ooh.
is this
A
an
minute ago?
art?
We were here. We had the Eat-Rite in the background.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now
Yeah.
we're gonna hit the
Great.
road, and we get the St. Louis Arch in the background because this is where we are.
So funny
This
story.
is amazing.
I've been in the arch as a little kid. I went in the arch,
Mhm.
and I was there with like other people that like my parents knew. And while
Great
we were up in the
story.
arch, we were looking down, and my dad's friend who was there was like, "Hey, I can see my car from here. Hey, there's a guy in my car."
Nuh-uh.
They were robbing him while we were in the arch.
Wow.
Dude.
Classy.
Back in the 90s, they didn't have a phone up there, and ain't nobody have cell phones because they didn't exist then.
So you're just watching it happen. That's horrible.
They only
was-
existed for very fashionable people in Japan.
Totally. And like the thing about the arch is the elevator is like herky jerky elevator that's super slow because it has to like work its way up a non-straight shaft. I
Mhm.
was like, let's get down there. 20 minutes later, they're long gone.
Oh my gosh. That would suck.
Right?
Just suck so bad.
So that's my St. Louis arch story. I'm so glad you have this here.
I'm gonna clip it later and we're gonna listen to it again.
Sweet.
On the road again.
So yes, St. Louis. We're gonna say farewell to Eat-Rite. We're gonna hit the road again. Going places we ain't again. Yeah, start. Come on. Video download was canceled. Please try again.
So I don't know what's going on, but like people can still comment, so it's acting like we're still live.
Yeah, if they're still connected to the chat, they can still talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says it's a cookie issue.
What?
But it wouldn't be on Mike's side because he's streaming.
That's back. It's back. We're back.
What up? Oh,
Nope, there
yeah.
it is. Yay.
Oh, yeah.
Right, we've been just streaming random weird conversation about like
I blame
cookies,
Jeff
refresh
Bezos.
this
You know
thing.
what? I blame Jeff
Is it?
Bezos. He knows we're making a
I-
game that has things to say about
Anti-capitalist
capitalism.
themes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He said, "Who are they to tell me I cannot have a penis rocket
That's right. And I'm sitting here
Yeah,
looking at
exactly.
and a cowboy hat?"
I'm sitting here looking at the stream bits come in all from Amazon, right? Because Twitch is owned by Amazon. And I'm like, okay, all right, Bezos, you're on notice. I see you.
I'll notice he's retired.
That doesn't stop him from messing with our stream. All right.
I mean, I'm gonna list out some historical facts here for you. Number one, the wealth gap in the United States currently is larger than it was in France during the time of the French Revolution. Two, Pluto's making its return for the first time in a while, and Pluto tends to be around when empires fall. Looking at you, Rome.
Look at you, Rome.
So those are some things that are true about the world. We'll see how that all shakes out. I just those are two true facts. I just hit you.
True facts
There we
with
go.
Ethan.
See,
the
that one
Nice.
showed
Better
that
days
back,
ahead.
yeah.
Nice guillotine patch.
We
We
should
could
start-
coin
next to
true
my
facts.
Dungeon Master one.
We could coin true facts, but it's already a series.
Yeah. And
I'm just saying it's
True
it's
facts
what we
about
bring
the
in
mantis shrimp.
when we come back from break. We just get a true fact from Ethan. Like,
I mean, it's better than on the like Urban Shadow stream when I was about to click go live and then just dropped puppy play on everybody and they just had to deal with it as we went live and come to grips with what they had just heard with a camera on them.
it's good.
So I got a couple bits I could just bring out at any time on streams to cause a little bit of controlled chaos.
We were trying to do something. We were trying to walk away from Eat-Rite.
Yes,
think-
we're
I
trying.
think
We're
we
trying to
were-
leave Eat-Rite. We are trying to start
Mhm.
heading out the Amtrak line through the city to like see if that line will get back to elevation in one piece.
this is so not safe.
This is
Road
the
again.
people line.
Fine.
This is the line that is full of people.
Well, I just in walking through the city is like extremely not safe because cities are bad.
So yes, we begin a leg. We begin a leg by spending one of those rations we refilled.
Boo. Yeah.
But at
Yes,
least they're
yes.
refilled.
Or at least they're. What was it? You got to spend what was left of your refresh, and you got your refresh back. So if they do need to refill, you can now have refresh to spend to refill them. But anyway, it's a ration to start the leg, right? We make our way farther north through the city. Maybe the Greyhounds point you a direction that's like going to keep you like a little protected until you reach each station, and you can follow the rails from there. Right. So we head west through the city, following this rail line. And there's probably a point where it goes through what used to be a pretty significant area where there was it was a neighborhood, like a big section of the city. But a fire has clearly ripped through part of here, and like all these buildings are mostly down. Some of them are part brick, so there's like maybe part of the first floor still standing. But a lot of the things in this part of the city, because fun facts that Mike happens to know, a lot of them do date back to like late 1800s. Just how things go. As you reach part of it, you're on the rail line, there's this area where like a lot of it has burnt down. And you can see that there's a stretch where there was probably a couple blocks between you and it, where everything has burned down in between. And then there's probably maybe a 7 or 8 foot high concrete wall that runs for blocks in either direction that you can see. And on the far side of the wall,
Like running along with the tracks or perpendicular?
the tracks are running perpendicular to like kind of the roads that head in one direction, and this is like blocks that would be on the other side of that, and then there's that wall along the far side. From where you're at, it runs north and south.
Got it.
It's about, looks like it's probably, it's taller than a person. It's probably at least 7 feet high. It looks like it's solid. Like you don't see anything that would imply that it's slats of wood, like rigid, can peek at it through the binoculars. I think one thing that you will notice is that on the other side of it, you can see the peak of a dome made of like hexagonal pieces of glass.
What is that? Any of y'all know what this is?
They have football here.
Oh, sure.
No,
Not that big of a
no.
dome.
Oh, sorry, never mind. I didn't say that. Is it?
that like
Fair
a-
question and true. Though they didn't have American football, but they did have a soccer team.
Is that one of them like what's it like conservatories or whatever? Got the big dome with all the plants in it.
Oh, an,
Bio-
an observatory?
No, conserve. It's got like plants and bugs and stuff.
You mean a butterfly sanctuary?
Yeah, but I mean, you call it conserve when it's got like when you're conserving a certain biome. It's a conservatory.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about.
Huh.
Is that like one of them things? Like a green? It's a glorified greenhouse, for being honest. But
I mean,
Kind of.
when we look at it, does it look like it's full of trees and stuff? Looking at the top.
It's hard for you to tell. You can see it from a distance, but like you're mostly seeing whatever rises above this wall.
Yeah. Okay.
it's more of a Stephen King thing than
There is
The dome.
shockingly another picture shoved into the Discord chat.
So sweet.
yeah.
I like pictures in the Discord channel. We all go to look.
Yeah.
That is wild, dude. Yeah, I don't know, guys. That looks like maybe another enclave or something. I mean, that wall looks pretty solid.
Yeah,
And maybe new.
could be. I
Does
mean, it's
anything,
interesting, but
does anything pop up on your Ubix?
Oh, that's a good point. I'll do some research.
Spit a charge and make a research roll.
I got all these charges now
Yay!
because I spent money.
She spent them all on research. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. Nice.
iOS 15 can now give you augmented reality walking directions, and every day we get closer to Ubix specs.
That's right.
Mhm.
All right. That is I won on the die, just on the die roll. I'm 7/6, but I have another point or two in research.
Yeah, the thing that you're definitely able to research here is that this at one point was part of the Missouri Botanical Gardens.
Oh.
And that's what's on the other side of that fence. So this was some sort of, at one point it was one of the installations of the Botanical Gardens.
Well, you're not too far off there, Deacon. It's at some point it was full of plants.
There you go, man. I'm telling you, when you see a big glass dome, there's like 50-50. It's got some plants under it, man. That's just.
I wonder what's in it now.
I don't know. It's probably plants.
We can go take a look. That wall's not too tall.
That'd be
Give
great.
somebody a boost.
Yeah, I can do it.
Whoa, wait.
Just out of character, Mike. This is the leg, right? We see this thing in the wall,
Yes,
right?
this is
Okay,
the
cool.
leg.
We're not doing the player thing where we like hyper focus on like some rando detail, and the real leg
Yeah.
is about to start. Okay, cool.
No, I
Fair,
am not going to
fair.
Uranus, Missouri you again.
Okay,
That's-
cool. I mean, that was really fun. So like, there's no.
Mm-hmm.
So I got so maybe the last time somebody stuck their head over a wall, they got like a shotgun, kind of pointed at them. So I do want to remember that. So who's not too attached to their noggin is my second question.
Well, I'm attached to mine, but I think I can. Either me or Martha could give it a peek.
I can.
Whoever wants to. I'm just going.
Well, do we see any?
Boost.
Do we see anything like covering it, like Longbow would have shown us how to look for, or?
Oh yeah, like is there a guy on that dome with a big rifle, or is there like barbed
Only
wire
two.
along that fence?
No.
Only two. Oh, cool. Yeah, thanks
No.
for mentioning that.
Mhm.
A sniper and a spotter.
Yes. To move along.
Now, meanwhile, the swarm of drones that surrounds you, that's no, there is nothing on top of it. I think if you look over in the distance on one side, there are some real tall trees. But most of them are very scraggly at best. Like, as the environment has continued to get crappy, they have not fared well at all.
Martha, hold on. And he pulls out
Like
his
they are.
binoculars.
Mm.
Here. So you don't have to get too close. And he
Oh,
hands you
you
his
know.
binoculars.
I bet somebody could get on my shoulders from here with some binoculars. It'd be about the same thing.
Okay, I will. Let's try.
All right.
I'll just
All right.
I'll just make sure nobody's gonna walk up on us while we're doing this. And
Yeah, Rigid
Longbow
be
will-
our stabilizing force here.
yeah.
So are you like staying like back on the rails, or are you like coming closer to the like where
I think
the
we have to
Staying
be
pretty
on the.
far
with that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so trying to stay like far enough back to where like somebody on like Deacons probably about 6 foot, and somebody on the shoulder is probably about a few feet above that. Could probably peek over with
Mhm.
some binoculars, right? So
Yeah, Martha's
I
like a
can-
5'7", 5'8", so
it probably weighs about a feather and a half. So
yeah.
And I'm
But
back on
great
the
balance.
Yes.
Great balance.
and I'm back on the rails, covering them and just making sure they're okay, and then I'm gonna look behind and around and all that kind of stuff.
What's the bonus on with the binoculars?
You got a +2 on awareness and scavenge.
Okay.
And you have digital zoom and night vision.
Nice.
That is 14/7.
Yeah, you were able to look around. You don't see anybody on top of stuff. You try poking, checking out those trees. Don't see anything in those. You can probably see the tops of like a lot of other like dead hedges. There's probably are some other falling apart buildings kind of farther off in the distance on the other side of the wall. But aside from it looking like a desiccated former garden in the parts that you can see, you don't see anything that seems out of the ordinary.
Is all the glass intact?
From this side, it looks that way. Yeah.
Okay. I don't see anything. I don't see anything except for untaken care of property. We could go over the wall and check it out, but I was hoping that maybe something was alive over there, but I don't think it is.
Clarification, Mike, when she was looking, is that in like could she see inside the dome with the night vision?
No, not during the day for sure with the night vision.
Okay.
I think she can see that all the glass is intact. I think you can probably see that there's shadows of things. There's shadows of plants like what looks like foliage or something inside the dome.
I'm-
Not just looking like the like scraggly branches of all these like other big dead trees that are out there.
Part of me wants to go check it out, but I don't think it's a good idea because, well, there's a wall here. But maybe that was just, this is normal, but there could be people or casualties inside that dome, and I don't know if that's smart.
Yeah, I'd file this one under interesting, but not our problem.
Yeah. That's what I think. And I
I don't
think
even- Do you even see anything that looks like it's worth anything in there?
I mean, if the glass is intact, there's part of me that's like the whole broken window thing.
You about to haul glass all the way back to elevation?
No. But if the glass is intact, which one of two things, there could be casualties in there, but if not, that is one of the few places that probably has some kind of exotic plants or something, maybe even banana trees. Can you imagine bringing back fresh bananas, or at least having them on the road?
well, but if
banana-
it's
Died 100 years ago, bud. You gotta let him go.
but if it is like, if it is being taken care of, that means somebody's in there and that would be their home, and that could land us in a world of trouble. As much as I would love some fresh fruit and to see if there's anything cool in there, we don't know.
You know what would be worth it is some hydroponic parts.
He has a point. Let's face it.
I'm gonna go ahead and click one, Will, on my waste not want not, if you're all right with that there, Mike.
If you're
Look.
heading towards the thing, then yeah.
Rigid-
That's what Longbow is campaigning for. Is like, come on, there's gotta be something good in there.
Rigid is gonna,
I'm fighting against my soft. I'm actually fighting against my soft spot. So
look. He has a point. Elevation, hell, myself could use that equipment. But look, if it's too dicey, we leave. Right? Let's not let this be a train track situation. If we see a whole bunch of casualties like on the glass or in there, we cut ties. But it couldn't hurt to get a closer look. And if somebody lives there, they will let us know.
You just say it
Hopefully.
couldn't hurt. Is that it could definitely do that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
okay.
just
Look,
that's about the only thing it could do. I mean, really, that's the most likely thing it could do when you think about it.
or it could make us bounty to get out of here. It's worth checking out.
All right, man, y'all want to go? I'll go. But
well, give me a boost, I guess. Let's see if I get shot.
I think
All
I think it's my turn to be one of the people that puts their head in.
all right, just somebody. All right, let's go. And Deacon's like back against the wall with the little squat, like, let's go.
I'll go first. So I'll just scramble up the wall with Deacon's help.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
I would love to do that for you. I failed that actually. That's a 10/6.
Okay. You know, he's
It's a tall wall.
when somebody was supposed to be spotting you and like lifting you up on stage, they were supposed to do it a certain way, and that is not what Deacon's doing. Right? Like you are used to having people be like, and then we catch you and you hold you aloft, right? And
Yeah, that just didn't work.
Deacon's like, no,
I'm
I'm gonna
not
just
as-
you're like, just step here at my hands, and I'm just gonna toss you.
He's
in." It's
all
like, just-
shoulders, no hips.
Yeah.
Not a cheerleader. No, it's
Ugh,
just toss folks is the thing.
sorry, maybe you should try Longbow.
I'm sorry, my style's more like tossing nephews
Freeform.
at a pool party, not the Swan Lake or whatever.
Yeah. Let's try that again. Just give the little basket for my foot and then just give it a heave on my way
Yeah, I
up.
mean, that's what I did the first time. I don't know what she's doing.
Just expecting you to.
You weren't expecting her to be like on point when she does it. And,
Yeah, no.
Say
It could have
athletics.
been the opposite where he just like threw me.
That's right.
Given that I weigh nothing.
Okay, that's an 8 under 9. I'm also not making it.
Oh, for the love of Richie gets up, it's like, hold on, Pastor. And he puts his
Look,
his
at this
pistol in
point-
his back pocket.
and we both spent our rations to do this, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Deacon can be like, look, at this point, and he's just gonna kind of like do a wall sit, and he's like, step on my knee, step on this shoulder, and then step over the wall. Like I'm no hand basket. People don't know how to do it.
With that help, can we get up the wall? Or
I got
Yes.
okay. I was gonna say because I did roll and I got a 3 over 5. Or
Under
so
5.
I,
So you
under
also
5,
failed.
I also
All-
failed.
We're
All
all
right,
failing.
Deacon's
This way.
walking down the tracks. He's like, all right, let's
Yeah,
go.
we're
That's
at-
it.
Mark a ration for it, but then yes,
Yeah.
Deacon sets down, and there is enough to like we're not
Deacon's
in
about ready
motion.
to
We
just-
can make it over the top of the wall.
Deacon's about ready to just walk down the tracks. Like, "Hey, y'all can't climb a wall. We can't see what's on the other side. Like that's the deal I'll make with y'all.
normally
look.
I can.
Look, man, you know how long it's been since I've had to hop fences.
It's been a minute.
What? I'm
Let's do
pretty sure
this.
we've done that last week.
We got this. We're on the
Did that-
wall.
Did that when we got the truck.
I want to straddle the. I don't want to commit. Since it took us.
Yeah, how wide
it
is the
took,
wall
it took
up
us
here?
so much. It took us so much to get to this point before I commit to getting on the other side of the wall and maybe never climbing back because I
Maybe
might
less.
fail every roll.
Did we
What's
lose
going on?
Mike on his headphones?
Oh no.
No, it's just one side is cutting out, and it's like,
Oh,
yeah.
that's annoying. That's always super annoying.
And I tried to like mess with it, and then it like reset the entire headset. So that's
Yay!
not what I was hoping for.
I had one. I had a pair.
Tonight is
one
just
time.
cursed.
I had a pair
All
one
right,
time.
we're-
I just
Taking it
Heard a big
taking it
thunk.
mono. It's-
heard a big thunk, and then a whole like side of my headphones went out. I still don't know what happened. It just went thunk, and then never made a
Weren't
sound
you-
again.
Weren't you
Dang.
on stream when that happened?
I think so.
It's
Too.
like it
Just
sounds familiar as being like
It was like
Blades or Cyberpunk
Just-
or something.
weird.
Yeah, you can make it up to the top of the wall. It's a however long a brick would be, and then covered with concrete. The top is like sort of rounded. It's not like super strict. It's a decorative wall, but it
I was
does
thinking.
surround the entire area that used to be the botanical garden here. On the ground level, on the inside here, there is basically a stretch that's like gravel at the bottom that you can like drop down onto. A lot of what's inside here, you can see where like it used to be a field that went this way, and now that's like brown and crunchy, and that's things. But there is like a path that runs between what looks like this looks like it's the back side of this dome building. And there is a path that runs between the back of the dome building and this wall. And there is like a set of like doors over there on this side of the building.
And nothing else wandering around, or it's all quiet out here.
Give me an awareness check.
There it is. Awesome. That is so success on the die before I even check my math on the character.
Okay.
sheet.
Yeah, there's nobody in here moving around. There's nothing that's generating any sound that you notice that's like makes you go on edge. No smoke rising anywhere, no like weird things. I think There is above that door, there's one of those, like the glass hemisphere camera things, like mounted up there, facing this direction towards the wall.
Cool. I'll just say, oh, I got a little camera up there, right above the door.
All right, time to go.
Hold on, Pastor. It could be defunct.
Starting
What?
again, okay.
Our wall climbing skills are defunct. We got.
You look, man. Look, it's been a long 2 months.
I'm all fine with detours on the way up. I'm ready to get home.
You and me both.
Hook them up
but-
and go.
but the hydroponic stuff would really help.
Just a gander.
The gander.
Are we gonna go up and knock?
Sure. And I head up to I want to look in the is it like one of those classic like doors that had like see-through doors or whatever? Like is it like
There's some glass on it.
a swooshy door?
It's a set of glass doors with handles to them. The ones that are on the it's definitely like, having seen these kind of buildings before, it's definitely a set of double doors, right? Like there's a set and another set. This outer one, the inside has like fabric, like dark fabric taped up over it on the inside, so you can't really see through the glass.
The building itself was mostly glass on the roof, and is it glass down here on the ground, or is there like a mason wall or something like that?
Most of it here at ground level is like mason wall. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so before he opens, he's gonna like slowly pull the door open, but he's gonna wave and be like, "We want to talk about trading," at the camera as he goes to pull the door open slowly.
Okay. It does open.
I've got my rifle out.
I mean, yeah, Rigid 100% after waving puts his hand on his back, like around his back where the pistol is ready to be like,
Okay.
as he slowly opens the first set of doors.
If we're opening a door and nobody's been called out to us or nothing, then yeah, Longbow has his gun out.
Can we see
Okay.
around?
I probably need to make an athletics check to get over that wall, huh? I'm helping people over. That doesn't help me. over.
Longbow was talking about like hanging out on top for a minute. He would be there to like, lend a hand to help.
I can
pull
give-
you up.
I can
I
Give him a
would
good- give him a
totally
good hand.
offer a hand to help.
Yeah.
Deacons
But
just kinda
also,
look
it's
at you
it's
like,
only fair that you have to spend the ration like everybody else did to try, right? That's
yeah, it's only fair. I'll do it.
How many
Yeah.
helpers does it take so I don't have to spend rations, Mike? That's the number of helpers we need.
We gotta hire
spend extra
a
rations for plus
clan-
ones. Come on, that's
Clan of kobolds.
Land of kobolds. Just help us climb walls and junk.
Even odd method. Roll dice. That is a 12 over 2.
Of course, he's to the moon.
Deacon's
Gates
the
are
one who
open.
like gets up there just fine, but it's like, that's
He's like, yeah, but he's like, he's got this one down. He's just kind of using it as one arm and like gets a
Yeah.
really solid foothold
Yeah.
on the wall and just kicks himself up. He's like, look, I'm telling y'all.
All right.
Deacon, you wasn't
Sorry.
you wasn't a man of the cloth for in your early days, were you?
Son, I grew up in the woods. You can be a man of the cloth and grow up in the woods. There's comorbidities, you'd call them.
Comorbidity. Those are big words you're using as we're checking this door. Let's find the door.
Well, what's like on the sides of the observatory? Because you said we couldn't see it from back there, but can we see more of what this area
like,
is?
are you
made
trying
of?
to like go around the dome building?
I'm not. I'm just
Or
looking. Like
just
I'm
looking
from
around?
at the wall.
It's-
So if I can't see anything different, that's cool.
The grounds here used to be botanical gardens, but they have been completely unmaintained outside here, and climate change has been a bastard, right? Like this place has
Mhm.
just fallen apart.
Okay.
It was in difficult shape, and then the crash happened, and now like stuff probably started to get overgrown, and then just all died eventually from lack of maintenance and watering and all that kind of good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but Richard, you were talking about opening doors, so
Slowly and observing for traps like claymores and whatever anti-entering devices.
That's the fun thing about claymores. Doesn't matter. It's already over.
yeah, give me an awareness check.
That's a motion sensor, buddy. It is pointed towards you.
Vietnam's was set up with, who knows what this stuff is? That's the new stuff. The old stuff was tripwires.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
That's
World
not
War
good.
II bouncing Betties.
No, no.
That's really not good. So we're gonna go ahead and spin the wheel, and I'm gonna flip those because it was gonna be a 1/10 or 10 under 1. So
One
we're
over
gonna
10.
make that an 11/1
Okay.
because
Okay.
I'm not dying here.
Right.
Okay.
Opening a door.
Now, if anybody's doing that, it's gonna be me because I didn't want to go.
Yes. It's the law of narrative.
The law.
I think you'll notice that there's a okay, it's two pieces, right? Two little white plastic rectangles. And there's one on the door that you're opening, and there's another set that's on the other door there. And they are proximity sensors, right? They are, if the door is shut, they're close to each other and they know it. If the door is open, they're away from each other and they know it. So when you open the door, you're like, oh, that one just flashed. It knows it's open. Or rather, it would have known it's open, but they put it onto a metal door. So like it's based on magnets and it's magnetized to the wrong thing and it doesn't actually trip.
I think Longbow's little criminality thing needs to come in play here.
You see Rigid wave you up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up and take a look, and this. Can I tell if this is like new? This is all new install.
It's not what would have been in there originally.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. Like that's when the building was made, that's probably not what would have been used. Because like this is like, hey, speaking from experience, this is what SimpliSafe sells you to like attach to your doors if you set up a SimpliSafe system, security system.
Yeah. I think now that we see that, Longbow is going to check to see if there's other like detectors, and try and work to disable those before we go
Okay.
any further.
So yeah, give me an awareness check.
I'm gonna go. Can I do just criminality? And I've got
Yeah, sure.
skills in that. Cool.
Because
I feel
that's
like
you would know where there would be things to try to mess with. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've got a pretty good criminality. Yeah. Yeah. Well, not that good. That's a 6 under 7. So there you go. Look, guys, it was just the one. You didn't even trip it because whoever installed this doesn't know what they're doing. We're all clear.
Yeah. Honestly, if you have a knife, it's they're little plastic things that are attached with like that like double-sided foam tape.
Yeah. So you can pry
you
it.
can pinch them together, work a knife behind them, and then like the magnets will stick together, and you can just like set them to the sides.
Oh, that's
And it'll
amazing.
say, "Oh, the door's closed."
Can I do that? Can even though I failed, can I do that?
Yeah.
I feel like anybody with points in criminality would at least know the butter knife trick.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. With that out of the way, he opens the door.
Okay.
And is the secondary door covered like that one was?
No, the second set of doors inside is just glass. They're not covered. You can see
what do I see in there?
Inside, there's a lot of light. You probably see some of the inside of that glass being like fogged up. And you can see through the fog and the door, you can definitely see what looks like rows of foliage, like plants in there.
Like alive plants, like not
Yeah.
desiccated. Fuck. Okay. Man, I'm rolling like dog shit.
What was that roll?
What did you
hit
roll
yourself?
for?
That
Yeah.
was what would Rigid do versus the smart thing to do, which
Oh
is
my
to
God.
slowly back out. But Rigid's greed of is this head in the clouds because he was so close to the wall, or freedom? Can I angle for that? And he sees dollar signs.
There's a
Like-
certain kind of clouds.
This
Finna
could be
have
your
heads of
main
clouds.
competition. These guys could be.
That's the
Um,
thing. Like he's
If nothing else, then I think there's probably the potential, like you kind of alluded to, like there's the potential that there's some aspirational gear in there that like would make things you want to have happen for you.
okay.
That
Can I get a
could
will
be
for
that could be
that?
a driver to go in there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then he is going to be like, oh, you see, he's like, and he looks back and he turns to Longbow. He's like, whatever's in here is working.
Okay.
It's all green.
And he's gonna like check his rifle real quick, and then like stealth to the next door and check it for sensors. If you're alright with that, Mike.
Do a criminality check. Yeah.
That is a 4/3.
Nothing there.
Sweet. All right. I'm gonna very carefully, very slowly open this door. I don't want it to make any sound.
Deacon's gonna be up behind him because he's like close range kind of
Yep.
deal. Just ready to punch somebody.
Where's
tackle
Martha at?
somebody.
Martha's in the yard. Like
On the backside by where the fence was, by the wall was that you came over, or are you
yeah, but like
widening
in
out to
the
look around?
yeah, I think well they're kind of focused on that, and she can see Deacon, so he she'd kind of arc to the right or left, whichever she thought could get her to see more, and she pull her. No, never mind. Yeah.
I think you'll be able to see that there are some structures that are on the opposite side of the dome. But you'd really have to go to that side of the dome to try to investigate what all's over there. But there are like some like concrete slab kind of things that are up there that are maybe waist high looking.
She does have my binoculars
Over a
still.
distance looking out that way. Yeah, I'm just thinking like you'd have to be on like higher ground because the way coming into the back is like lower level, and on the front there's like some stuff that's up a little bit higher.
I don't think Martha would go so much further that she wouldn't be in line sight of Deacon.
Okay.
So as far as she can go, but making sure that she can still see Deacon.
Okay.
What?
Then yeah, you can tell that there's structures, and you can tell that there's like repeating structures.
Okay. Could I infer if they were here from original construction? Because sometimes there are other like outer buildings for botanical gardens, or if they're newer.
Newish. You're not even completely sure from here what they actually are. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I won't push it, Mike. Like, Martha's not going to go up by herself. So.
Come on.
No. Deacon would get very mad at me if I just went somewhere else. So.
Yeah, if just the three of us, like, wait, where's Martha?
So no, I will cover from here though. I will pull my bow out now though.
Okay. Fair. Yeah, so inside. We're going in.
Do it.
Okay. Yeah, as you open the inner door, the inside is humid. It is warm. It's probably not a whole lot hotter than it is outside, but it is much more damp in here, right? Like it's humid. And what you can see is that on this side towards the wall on the inside, there's sort of like a shed type structure that's been built in here. And that most of the inside looks like it has been forcibly cleared out and has rows of stuff planted in it. Just rows and rows of plants. In one section, there's probably a variety of different flowers growing. And then most of in here is growing, like over here, there's corn, and over there's tomatoes. Over
Yep.
there's stuff.
Mike, can I Rigid has as we get in there, he has a flashback to some crazy ass truck drivers. Can I roll an insight to make sure we are not breaking into what I think we're breaking into, which is the government storehouse?
You have
So
Well,
foresight.
I feel like the government storehouse would have better proximity sensors.
That we know of yet.
They are DHQS.
When do we go on our job to rob the government cheese vaults?
That's right.
That's my question. When do we get our government mandated cheese?
we might be there.
Been there since World War II. It's I'm sure a few
So
casualties
you've
didn't
got
change that.
you've got foresight. Why don't you
Mhm.
go ahead and roll that for me, Casey?
It's
Okay,
the
look-
strategic cheddar reserves.
Look here, man. I'm gonna need you to stop fucking up.
Deacon's
Yeah,
just kind of
well-
like really low. He's like,
Mm.
feels like a Louisiana winter in here.
I'm glad I got that will point. I'm gonna flip that. It's 6/1.
Okay. Um,
Not been rolling well tonight, guys. This is bad.
This is not a good idea. We should have left after
I'm gonna-
all three of us failed.
I'm gonna call out. First of all, that's what I said. Number two,
Yep.
I'm here anyway, so I'd like a will point for protecting the weak. 'Cause in this case, the
he's not
weak-willed,
doing anything weak yet. That's
the
what are you putting
weak-willed.
him from?
the weak-willed. There we go.
Oh my god.
Maybe I should change
Okay.
my soft spot wording to good shepherd.
So things Rigid recognizes about this scenario, right? These are all plants that are being cared for, right? Somebody is clearly coming back here and doing maintenance and keeping track of everything that's going on here. Because, like, you wouldn't set this up and abandon it for a few weeks and then come back and it wouldn't be in this state. Right, so someone is coming here and maintaining it. There are flowers. There's a good amount of produce here. There's probably enough produce for people to take for rations. And then there is that shed that's in here.
Okay. Let's check the shed first, and then grab as much food as we can to get out.
I'm gonna walk towards the shed.
Okay.
Is it one of those like thin steel sheds that has this like a sliding door on it or whatever?
Yeah, this one was built in here from whatever people could find to use. It is clearly not part of the original construction. But inside there are several just like residential refrigerators. And then there is on top of it, where there's still the light that comes in through the dome, there's a couple solar panels up there to power them.
I'm gonna open one of those refrigerators.
Okay. Inside it has some like plastic organizing bins for like rows of stuff. And then inside each one, there's a sealed plastic packet with like a partially sprouted seed and like a piece of like damp cloth.
I'm gonna close that. Like, guys, there's a bunch of seedlings in here.
Take them.
Well, it's not gonna survive the trip.
Man, this is people's food here. I mean, we could take enough for some road snacks, but like that's how they're going to replant.
This, if I take these, there's no way they're gonna survive to wherever I can plant them.
There is 3 haul worth of saleable materials in here. Put it that way.
Would I know that being a quote unquote street botanist that they could survive the trip?
That's a good point. That's a good point. Longbow thinks it can't, but
It probably depends on which ones, and there's different ones in different fridges of different types of plants in different kind of states of germination and
Which-
sprouting kind of deal.
What's the role I'm looking for here to figure that out?
I think you know that there are certain ones that you'd be able to.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm not saying we take all of them because you're absolutely right. Some of these won't make it, but some of them will, and it can help out our enclave. Better yet, I can sell it.
done. And I'll start grabbing stuff.
Can you give me an awareness check?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. That is a 10/3.
Okay. There's another one of those little domes in here.
Oh, in this shed?
The little the glass hemisphere dome.
All right. I'm gonna unplug that thing. Can I use a criminality to make it so it can't look at me anymore?
Yes.
I don't want to destroy the thing. I just want to unplug it so the guy can't watch us.
Okay.
Oh, sweet. That is a 10/6.
Yeah, then there is 3 haul worth of stuff that people are going to get to carry. So it goes against your haul total.
I can get one.
I'll carry one.
Okay.
I got
Deacon-
one.
Deacon, you mind carrying one?
I do mind, but I'll carry whatever.
Oh, well, then I'll carry.
I'm just saying these seeds might belong like an orphanage or something. We just don't like.
And then out in the main area, there is enough produce that you could refresh 3 sets of rations.
I'm good on my rations. Does anybody need a refresh?
Can we stack those rations as a mechanic, or is it?
I know there were some people who had bought multiple sets of rations before leaving.
I mean, I got 20, so like he's like, all right,
No, it's
well-
it's a refresh, not
Okay.
a new set of rations.
okay,
Yeah.
then I'm fine. Look,
Well, we're
Deacons.
each 2 down right now. So a refresh is not invalid right now. Like we could still take it. Just saying.
I think where Longbow's at is like we can scavenge it later if we need to, and we're getting the big value now. Unless somebody needs rations, maybe we leave it.
So all of a sudden his morality kicks in, and he'd be like, you know what, Deacon, you're right, but I'll do you this. We'll leave the food in the ground. That way they can take the seeds from there and replant. That do you?
I just like to. If I'm gonna steal something, I like to know who I'm taking it from. But that's just me.
Let's bounce before somebody shows up.
Okay.
So we start making our way back out, I think. Yeah.
You're able to head back out the back door, back over to the wall. Hike back up. I'm still clicking the cap on my pen incessantly. Get back up over the wall, and back out to the outside, and head back away towards the rails. Well,
Do you guys see anything?
Just some fresh food and these little seedlings that Rigid says are worth something.
No, that's good. The farm hands will like that.
What I was thinking.
We didn't take everything. We just took the ones that'll make the trip.
Okay. I guess.
One thing also, Richard, that you did notice while you were in there
Mhm.
was that all the stuff that was in there, there was no pesticides, there was no like chemical fertilizers. It was by far one of the greenest and most organic setups you've ever seen.
He's just gonna go ahead and later keep that point. I think if there's while we're leaving, he'd be like, "Can you keep a point of that? Make that a point of interest on your Ubix."
This is like an organic garden.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah, and this is our part of our report back to Jeb.
I think he would be interested in that.
Okay. Yeah, organic
Stealing
botanical
from
garden.
vegans.
Got it.
We're stealing from raw vegans, y'all. It's
Well,
raw vegans.
Yeah,
Not
I
wrong,
mean-
but
Well, I hope you guys didn't take too much.
I don't know if it's too much. I mean, we didn't take. We only took the things that were going to survive the trip. There's a bunch of other
Yeah.
stuff we left behind. So, if you want to carry some of it, you can. But I think between Ridge and I, we got it.
Okay, if you guys got it.
Got it.
there ends leg 11.
Cool.
Yay.
Yay. I think we could probably get like 12 here.
Let's do it.
Sweet.
Okay. So spend a ration, everybody. And we reach into the afternoon where it is blazingly hot and the wind is super, super still as you're out here on the rail lines where the tree lines are all cut back and there's, going out through the edges of the city, out through the suburbs, just sun bashing down on you. So I would like one person to make either a first aid, foresight, or research check.
Got a 1 and 2 of those things.
Yeah, same.
First aid, research, or foresight?
Foresight. Yeah.
I got a 2 in research. I'll make that roll.
Okay.
Sweet. That is a 3 and a 3 on the die.
Okay.
Yay! Critical fail. Visits me again. This is the same thing I rolled when I shot Deacon, was 2 3s. That's pretty great. I'm
Love it.
remembering these numbers. They're like imprinted on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing that happens here is that it's so hot that like you start to get like the warning message in the Ubix,
Oh,
and then you don't see the message in the Ubix, and you don't see any messages in the Ubix.
oh shit. Whoa, hold on. And he's gonna take them off and like give them a shake. Fuck, I think did I fry these things?
Can I make a research roll if he stops and makes that aware to us?
1 and done.
Oh, okay. Yep.
It's really hot out here. Could it be
Yeah.
that?
If so, yeah, so research has been used. If somebody wanted to do a first aid or a foresight, it's still fair game.
Try a little foresight. See if I can
Okay.
use my incredible powers of perception. 5 over 1.
5 over 1. Yes, you're from Louisiana. You know when it's hot.
Yeah.
You know when it's heat advisory hot, and you know when it is
Impressive.
potential for heat stroke hot.
Yeah.
This is potential for heat stroke hot.
Yeah.
If y'all are going to keep trying to go, God, it's the accent, right? Again, if you're going to keep trying to go during the day here, it's dangerous for you to keep moving.
Would it be a separate roll? Like, is there a way, because there's a few ways you can kind of like beat the heat a little bit if you've got just a few things on you. Like, is there a way for Deacon to kind of give some tips to minimize that, or is it like
So
we got
your options here are really going to be either you got to stop and find a place to try to hide out and take shelter until later, or you keep walking through this and hope that nobody gets sick in the process.
Yeah. Deacon would be like, all right, we need to either hunker down for a bit because it's like hot. It's not like hot. We either have to hunker down or somebody might get a little dizzy out here. But I knew a lady once had a heat stroke. She lost control of half her esophagus. So we might want to consider option A here.
Just half.
So like the left half, the
Just
right half.
Don't matter. She can't eat nothing but mashed potatoes now.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, I'll stop for that. I don't want to
That's a true story.
on just soft food for the rest of my life.
I'm talking. Tried to eat a Honey Nut Cheerio and choked. Nothing solid.
Okay.
Okay. So
Heat
let's
stroke.
find a place to stay cool for a little bit if we can. I'll look around to see if I can find something suitable, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, do foresight or awareness.
Oh, awareness is my higher. No. It's 8 under 9.
Yeah, no. Just thought there was something over there, little building, but like as you kind of like go that direction, it's like, nah, it's like we were looking at it from the one wall that was still up and the rest of it's all
Oh,
caved
no.
in, and you just have the sun's pouring in it the whole time.
So that's not gonna work.
Got an umbrella, parasol.
No,
I can roll.
I just got this poncho like hanging up over my head to give myself some like shade, and it just whips against me because of the wind. It's like that's not gonna work.
No
So-
wind out here at all. No breeze.
Oh really? Okay, fair enough.
It is
fair
just dead,
Not privileged
still,
enough
and
for
hot,
wind.
and
Yeah.
just like being plastered with just goo. Yeah.
Can I roll
PCMs?
foresight? Yeah, I was like, can I roll foresight?
Yeah.
Critical fail, 5-5.
Yes. Can I roll deception to convince myself that everything's fine and just move forward?
So Casey, I think Rigid does see like, oh, there's a house over there, and it's kind of the same thing where like from this direction it was fine, and the rest of it's like burned and just like collapsed, and it's like it's no cover at all. It should just be pressed up against something that like stinks like a burned house.
In this hot ass funky room, that's all you hear out of him. I'm not seeing anything, y'all.
All right. Well, let's just press on until we find something. Everybody check in with each other. And he'll be like, buddy up. If one of you starts getting a woozy, somebody else call it out.
I think he's gonna be doing them as like country remedies where he's got like gonna take a little bit of water, some grain alcohol, a couple ice cubes, and he'd be like, alcohol keeps it cold, put that on the back of your neck kind of deal. Like those sorts of things where it's like you don't have an ice pack, but you got something that'll be a little cold, but it's not. We probably don't have like more
Ice
than
cubes?
3 ice cubes between us.
Ice cubes at all.
If that.
That's why I
If
have to
that.
ask you.
We've got some cool water, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
Ice cubes
Got the
count as
thermos.
bounty. That's coming out of.
Mm,
Oh, you're heading off there. You really need the ice cubes to make the trip, huh? All right. Well, we take crypto. That's.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do? I got an idea, Mike.
Mhm.
We got this abandoned, we got these burned out places, all that kind of stuff. Can I scavenge a big old piece of sheet metal?
Like try to build like a lean-to kind of scenario or something
Just
like
something,
that, or
just
okay.
something. Yeah, I mean, like, I'll
Um,
instead of scavenging for like food or whatever else during this leg, like I'm just
try
gonna
to scavenge for
scavenge for
cover.
like
Okay,
a
yeah.
sheet of cover. Okay, cool. I'm gonna spend my Ubik charge to make this happen too. Cause wait, no, I'm
Okay.
not, because my Ubiks are burned out. Damn it. I'm not gonna spend my
Improvise,
Ubik charge.
adapt, overcome.
Oh, it's cool. I got it. I got a 8 on the die over a 3, so that's a 11 over 3.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find like because this is my answer to everything. Whenever you're finding something bad of a material out here, you find a piece of corrugated aluminum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And you're able to like set up something where it's like in this building or part of it caved in, and you can prop it up so that it kind of gives a little bit of shade, and you can kind of hide out back here.
There's like there's like the cavity where a window used to be, and it's like tilted into that cavity kind of
Yeah.
deal, and we're like sitting against the wall.
Like everybody can kind of like huddle underneath it, like you're still close together.
Yeah.
And I think we have many people right here, right now, who have spent time in Kansas and Texas and Louisiana and Missouri. And you can know full well that when there's one of these days where it's like this weird, super hot, hellish thing, that when a cold front rolls through, that means the weather's going to get spicy. So you are in for this right now, trying to hide out. And later on,
Tornadoes.
the weather's
No.
going to get wild.
No.
This is part 1 of tornado weather.
No. No. Where are the
Martha-
bicycles? We should have bought the bicycles that allow us to skip legs.
Martha just thinks it's fucking hot out here.
Yeah. So are we feeling a cold front move through?
I think like if Rigid will
Or
probably
clouds.
start. After a while, there will start to be some high clouds, and I think there will be a point where Rigid, the tablet, will like ping, because it's the only Ubik device in here that's running, and it'll fire off it will go from having already had like sitting there like, oh, I missed the notification on this for warning extreme heat advisory,
Yeah.
and now it's the like severe thunderstorm watch.
Oh fuck.
And then like 15 minutes later, it's like, ping. It's like, tornado watch.
So at the thunderstorm watch, though, Martha is just like, "Oh, great! I'll cool down some with the
Right.
rain. Like that'll be good, right?"
Oh man, I wish.
Rigid just kind of looks. He's like, no, not really.
Look, here's the thing. If this thunderstorm now tornado watch is gonna
Well,
do
what?
it.
Tornado watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the Midwest. This is
Look,
lovely.
It starts to like drizzle hard,
Yeah.
and it's like
okay.
still hot. It's like that. Yeah, it's awful.
It does
Yeah.
kind of like, because tornado clouds, they look a little different. It's like one of those, like the sky gets kind of yellow.
Do I do the twister thing and just do the bill and look up at the sky as we start walking and just be like, ah, shit.
Like, oh, this is so weird. My town was almost taken out by a tornado. It was in the news and everything. So, I would really like to not be here right now. If we can maybe find
You gotta
I don't
find
know, a ditch or something to hide out in,
Mhm.
something as low as possible. That's what we gotta
ditch, a little spot under a bridge.
find. If a bridge was out here, that'd be great.
Yeah, we probably should have found that earlier. I think.
No, we don't. We don't want to be in a bridge. That's a wind tunnel. But if we can get in one of those corrugated, like what the cattle, what the cattle pass through, that'll probably
Cattle
be a little
guard?
bit better.
Culvert?
Yeah. Well, whatever you've seen them when you go over the road and like you can see how the cows get from one side of the road to the other without crossing it. Those
Yes.
underground.
Yes.
So Martha is doing a lot of like shaking her head and nodding her head, like she understands what is going on.
You've seen a tornado, right?
Yes.
That sheet's starting to make that like metal like wobble noise.
I have not, like, in person, no,
Get
not
up,
even
I start
far
walking.
away.
Let's just say if you start hearing a train, I ain't coming down them tracks.
Let's find that. Let's find that pipe. Let's go.
What are we looking
Yeah.
for?
We're looking for
Both.
the deepest ditch we can find, or like he says, you know, a man-made ditch underneath some, you know, like a little, the smallest of bridges will do it. We just got to find it kind of fast. And like Longbow is hoofing.
I'm right behind Longbow.
If anybody's got any textbooks you can hold over your head and huddle. You know, in school they told us that'd keep us safe. So
From an F5.
The surest protection from a tornado is, as with nuclear weapons, duck and cover.
duck and
That's-
cover.
Mhm.
Duck and cover. I
Sit in
mean,
the hall,
yeah.
huddle down, and put your history textbook over your head, and that's.
If there was
safety.
a school hallway for me to do that in, I would do it, but there is not.
Yeah.
This is
I mean,
burned out
our
house.
school was like cinder blocks with a tin roof. It was like
yeah.
it wouldn't go anywhere.
Martha is following, like, keep bringing up the rear, trying to keep up with the urgency, but also just not completely understanding how bad it is.
Sure.
I think you can be like, you've seen the Wizard of Oz, right?
Yeah,
You
that was
do-
a movie.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, do you know how at the beginning they had the big
Mhm.
old. Do you want to be flying around with like a cow and a lady on a bicycle?
Well, no, but I mean, are
There
you
you go,
guys sure the storm just like came in? It's been hot all
Uh,
day. Like,
And
it's not even raining.
that's those two right there is the biggest problems. Martha, trust me on that.
What?
It's not raining, and it's getting colder.
It is
That's
raining.
good.
And
Well,
it's
it's
getting colder. But
yeah, and it's the quickness that it's happening. That's what
Also,
usually.
it could hail.
Yeah.
That would be bad. Okay, I get that.
Has it started? Has it started to
Oh,
do
it's
that
gonna
now?
start. Yeah, like they're
Yeah.
starting.
All right.
They're just starting.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
That. What roll do we
So
make
yeah,
to get under something?
somebody make me a foresight check.
I have a one in
I have
it. but
one
I'm-
in it.
That's it.
I'm probably
I
not the
can
one
do
to
it.
roll the foresight check. I'm just
Yeah, I'm gonna use my farm wisdom.
Your farm wisdom. Your,
Fair.
your
10 over 3.
Louisiana woodwork.
Yeah.
10 over 3. Yeah, you spot over there. Like you go down a little farther. There's a
Please,
ditch.
it's over yonder.
Oh, sorry, over yonder. I'm sorry. I'm the northeast. I get it. I get it wrong every time. You find
When you're running from a tornado, it's over yonder.
Mhm.
there is a ditch. In the ditch, there's like a large storm drain type of thing that's like big enough for like you guys to like duck inside of, where it's like the rails go and then there's like ditches to the side and it's like it runs underneath it.
Mm.
As
Everybody.
like you kind of reach it as like the hail is really starting to pick up and it's raining real bad and the wind is really starting to pick up. Like you do not want to be outside anymore. So you can like reach it and you can like all kind of like scramble inside and like try to like shake off some of the water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's some room in there, so it's not like you're super pressed on top of one another. But after you've kind of been in there, kind of settling in for a minute, and it continues to get worse and worse on the outside, that's when one of you notices a smell.
Oh no.
And
no.
you guys came in through like one end of the storm drain, and at the other end of the storm drain, you can see a person lying on the ground next to a bicycle.
Oh no.
Martha's gonna back up towards the gate, I guess, or whatever is keeping us in here. Like she's backing out of the culvert or out of the thing.
I'm gonna get my rifle out
Mhm.
and look down that way. Hey, Bridget,
Oh,
get your night vision down there. You tell me if that thing's moving.
And I will
I
pull
mean,
out my
it's
binoculars.
maybe 15 feet away. It's not that far. Like this
Oh,
thing
okay,
is
okay.
not like
Okay, got it. I got it. Yeah.
super wide.
Cover me. I'm gonna check it out.
All right.
And we're just gonna slowly walk over there.
Okay.
Does it
Yeah,
move?
no, it does not. It is a youngish man with fairly long hair, lying on the ground, tongue walled out to the side of his mouth, eyes wide open, just not moving at all. His skin is like bright red. This is somebody who died to heat exhaustion.
That's a shame, buddy.
Fuck.
All clear.
All right.
I,
Where's that bicycle?
sure, yeah. And he's gonna rifle through his pockets to look for bounty. Or better yet, because I just saw I have 0 in scavenge. Longbow, you want to see if he's got any bounty on him?
Yeah, I'll take a look. If you're okay with that, Mike. I just
Yeah.
rolled it. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, that's a 10 over 5 plus my 2, so or 3. Sorry,
Okay.
13 over 5.
Yeah, he's got 3 bounty on him, and he has a messenger bag. And inside that, he's got some sort of a package that's like wrapped in a piece of like canvas, that has been wrapped with like a duct tape to hold it as like a bundle. And that has like from it's like from Null at Eat-Rite to Sister Mary at Vance.
What's in it?
It's got this bag. Some note between Noel, back where we came from, to a nun in Vance. I'm gonna hand over the note.
No, that's a federal crime.
Well,
to
it's
tamper with
a
somebody's
package,
post.
and that's like written on the duct tape that's around the canvas the package is wrapped in.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. Well, it's it's Wild
Yeah.
West out here. There's no federal law.
Yeah. You look at Deacon. He's got like one of those looks on his face. Like,
What?
did you catch it? Did you catch it? Did you catch the? No, I was joking. I don't
Okay,
care.
good. I thought maybe
Alright.
because it was a nun, you're gonna have issue with this one. We're gonna open that thing, right?
No, she's from Vance. Ain't no kind of nun, half decent nun from Vance.
What do I know about Vance? What do I know about Vance? Is that anything?
Vance
That's the
are
ones- that's the
actually
ones
out by
that use, like,
elevation.
They're the ones that
Vance is the
use
ones that
slave
use
labor.
latent as labor, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, you
I think-
tear that thing open.
While all that's going on, Mirtha's just entranced by the sky.
Okay.
She ain't
Yeah,
seen.
Yeah,
she
there's a
hasn't
lot of
seen
like
anything like this
wild
before.
clouds, lots
Yeah.
of lightning. It's like
So she's
yeah, it's
standing
pretty
like
wild.
too close to the thing.
You might want to
Martha-
back
being
up a
outside.
couple, unless you want to get a lot closer to the sky there.
Hey, Mike, where does the storm drain go? Is it just here under the tracks, or is it like?
This is passing like under the tracks. So if something like filled up on one side, it
Does
would
run
be able
off.
to go to the other instead of like over the top.
Got it.
Big culvert.
Mirtha, can you kindly step back? Kindly step back.
Okay.
I don't want you to get sucked out. There's this thing called the suck zone, and straight to the sky.
Suck zone.
I appreciate you, Mike. Yeah. It's where you get too close to the storm and the tornado takes you. And then you're Superman.
You
And
don't
then
show
you're
up.
dead.
You don't show up in Oz.
Yeah,
That's a thing.
very much so.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's a very versatile term too, because like technically you could say that the loss is one big suck zone because it kind of sucks out here. But also the recession is a suck zone because it also sucks over there. It's like, it's just
Martha
But
backs
this is
up
a
bit.
different. This is suck is in section, not.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take this guy's body, and I'm gonna move it to the far end of the thing. If we're gonna camp out in the middle here,
Mhm.
farthest away from the suck zone, I'm gonna put this corpse on the other end.
In the
Okay.
suck zone.
In the suck zone, yes.
Yeah, I mean he's probably like just inside on that end. Like he's
Oh,
wearing
okay,
like
okay.
like Tiva sandals, and like his feet are getting rained on, like because he's on like that end of the thing.
Now, just as a note, you all keep your ears out. If you hear running water, we have got to get out of here.
Yeah.
There's so many things that could get us right now. Between the hail and the tornado and the flood, this is not
Ain't
a good
good.
situation.
That's not a good situation.
Okay.
What's in the box?
Tear it open.
No. Oh,
Yeah, Mike, you have to tell us what's in the
what's in the
package.
box?
Yeah.
There's probably a handful of bounty cards, and then there's a couple folded up sheets of paper with QR codes on them.
A couple bounty. How much bounty that we now have?
8.
Plus the 3, or including the 3 from the messenger?
So, plus the 3 from the messenger for 11 total.
Okay, cool.
Ooh. What's those what's that code? QR codes.
We might want to be a little careful about these, but that is promising.
Mm-hmm. I think I know somebody who might be able to check that out for us back in elevation. That'll be a little safer.
Mike, do I know, is it like generally a bad idea to be following random QR codes? Like you could get your stuff messed with,
It'll
or
usually give you like a message before, like it doesn't just automatically do a thing.
okay. It's like, hey, before you go to like hackcentral.com, are you sure you want to follow this link to get my shit bricked?
Yeah, definitely not a phishing site. .xyz. Yeah, sure. Let's go. Right.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah.
You want to save this now when we get back home, or do you want to check them out?
Let's wait until we're in the clear on this whole situation and I can get these things rebooted.
Probably that.
Yeah, but if you spend a refresh on the glasses, they'll be able to come back on. They shorted out because they were
Too hot.
extreme heat. Yeah.
I figured I will wait until I need to on that, but
Fair.
good call.
Cool. Yeah, otherwise the night is dark and full of terrors, but passes without drowning anybody in a ditch.
Yes.
And you'll be able to get up the next morning and get back on the road. Well, the rails.
Road again? How many times before we get DMCA?
Yeah, right. Plus 1 bicycle for the group.
Yes.
There's a Queen
so-
reference here. Just gonna point at it.
Good.
Just let it
All
sit
right.
there.
Dig it. Yeah. Here for it. All right. Yeah, that's what I got, I think,
Alrighty.
for tonight.
Man.
Sounds good.
It's
I mean,
started back on the way home.
Could
I'm
have been
glad.
worse.
I'm glad we found a place to hide from the tornado. I'm so glad.
Glad you found a place to hide from the tornado, and glad you didn't have to do the checks for we decide to carry on through the heat,
Yeah.
because
yeah.
they're all bad.
I'll bet. I bet there
Like
was
even a critical success is not good.
Jesus.
Mhm.
Jesus.
Each stroke is no joke.
I'm glad that you gave us scavenger roll then. Thank you. After we exhausted all other options, I'm glad you let us
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Creative.
Mhm.
Creative use of game mechanics. Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
Cool.
my God. All right.
Big day
Well,
Saturday, right?
Big day Saturday.
Big day.
Mhm.
Big month in
Yeah.
October.
All the
Biggest
things.
of days.
Yeah.
Biggest of days.
And
Yeah. I think
is
that's about it.
there Cyberpunk?
Oh wait.
Is there
Tomb of
the Tuesday?
Annihilation.
So Tomb of
Tomb
Annihilation.
of Annihilation tomorrow,
Yep.
I
Yep.
think. Okay.
Mhm.
Here-
Cyberpunk
here
on
this
Tuesday.
channel.
Yep.
Yes.
Cyberpunk next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Cool. Big day Saturday coming up.
Big day. Big
And-
big day.
And I think we are gonna let's go raid. We did these guys last time too. I think Praxagora Thessamophoria. They're a cool little role play community, and we're gonna hit the raid button on them for the night. I think is where we're gonna drop our lovely viewers, folks. Everybody, thanks a ton for watching. Obviously, getting started on the way home, and we'll get there. We'll get there. Maybe by bicycle. Who knows? And we'll just have to figure out how to get the other three, right? So we can just send one of us on by bicycle. And this is all good. Yeah. And hey, everybody, let's go over there, send some emojis in chat for these folks. They're really nice people. Our good buddy Wandering DM is over there right now playing. Looks like they're playing Witcher. Looks like Witcher to me. Yeah, should be fun. So everyone at home, as always, have fun and have fun and play well.
May all your rolls be crits.
That's right.